Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Can you fathom that cramped city living with no space to move about? Extension charms couldn't do enough.
Cheeky tourists wandering around of late. Always asking about our quaint country legends and whatnot.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
The Ministry's good work, if you can get it.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by.
Well, I woke up for that.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Revelio. Accio.
I know a murder trial when I see one.
Revelio. Revelio.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Accio. No more hack. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. My belongings. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
That's that. Settled.
Accio.
When are you going to give up?
Expelliarmus.
You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
You won't get away with that. I shall avenge your death. I.
Accio. Revelio.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Confringo. Accio. Glacius.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Accio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Accio. Protego. Stupid. Expelliarmus. No! Accio. Confringo.
Why can't I hit you?
Revelio.
I can see why Felcon hiding out near Felcon. They must have the other crate of Chinese captives.
Pity, not quite. Is that the best?
Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupid. Glacis. Confringo. Accio. Confringo.
I won't rest.
Accio. Protego.
Stop it!
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Revelio. Revelio.
That's all the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft.
Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy.
Family worked in the mines at one time. Who's there?
Accio.
Someone's been taken out last week!
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Confringo.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
These murdering trials won't get the best of me.
Revelio.
I've raided Brock.
One less human to worry about.
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Hello?
Confringo.
There. Does Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling?
Accio. Stupid. Confringo. Glacier. Accio. Stupid. Revelio.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Accio. Confringo.
Are you sure?
Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupid. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
I know I have. Aha! There you are!
Pitiful.
It was pitiful!
Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Accio.
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student. Could it be a Merlin?
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. only following orders.
Accio. Glacius. Protego.
Why can't I hit you?
Confringo.
I will make you get accustomed.
Expelliarmus.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
What's going on out there? Who's out there? Oh, little moon calf. Father, eh?
Accio. Confringo.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
Eight legs is simply too many.
Revelio. Confringo.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Confringo. Accio. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Levioso. Descendo. Depulso.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant. If you see dear Anne Sallow, please do give her my best.
Revelio.
If it thinks it's got half a chance, a werewolf would be on you like bowtruckles to doxy eggs.
If any dark wizards come around Hogsmeade, I'll give them something to sniff at.
Practices of the dark arts should stick to fighting amongst themselves, if you ask me.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
wonder who lives here.
Revelio.
Hello there. Do you have the special delivery from my dear friend Eddie?
Hello, Mr. Ndi. Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to expect you. Do you have the Chinese chomping cabbages?
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protecting the hamlet from Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul curs who, I'm willing to guess, intercepted them in the first place, along with Rookwood's lot. Feldcroft owes a debt of gratitude to you and Eddie. Thank you for your help.
Do you have any idea why the goblins are attacking Feldcroft?
No clue. I used to think it was because of its strategic location, but now it's as if they were looking for something. I will admit, however, that I don't know what they could possibly be looking for.
How do you and Eddie know each other?
We met at Hogwarts. Been friends and business associates ever since. I wasn't surprised to get his owl about his Chinese chomping cabbage scheme. He was always one to go out of his way to help another.
What do you have for sale?
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart the goblins. A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Alohomora.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Revelio.
Ugh.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio. Revelio.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Revelio. Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
That could be used for better things than...
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupid.
I will make you pay.
You won't get away with that. I'll kill you when I get down from here!
You've made your last mistake. You will suffer.
Accio.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Protego. Confringo.
Stop it! How nice of you to stop by.
Expelliarmus. Glacius.
No! Someone been taken out! Who do you think you are?
Accio. Protego. Stupid. Confringo.
I won't rest. Such arrogance.
Accio. Confringo. Confringo.
Oh, glitches! A miss!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio.
Reparo. Revelio.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Revelio.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Confringo!
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Confringo.
Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know. is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Lumos.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A Keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Merlin trial when I see one.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Welcome, welcome. Do have a look around. welcome, welcome. Do have a look around.
Hello again, Mr. Thistlewood.
Oh, it's you again, my favorite Hogwarts student. Never attended Hogwarts myself. In fact, I've never been more than a stone's throw from our humble hamlet. Now, how may I be of service?
Do you stay close to home because it's safe in the hamlet?
Oh, it's relatively safe, aside from our local troll, of course. But it won't survive for long, if it hasn't succumbed to a speeding locomotive already. It lives in a train tunnel.
You never wanted to get out and explore the world around you?
Hard to believe, isn't it? Especially for someone so young. But no, some folk just aren't born with the need to wander. My sister Helen, on the other hand, she saw some of the world in her time as an aura. But I'm happy here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, how can I help? I'll be able to put that to good use. Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Revelio.
I take it you're Alexandra's friend.
Confringo. Expectago. Stupefy. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I feel awful for Alexandra, but the hamlet needed to be saved from that troll.
Revelio. Revelio.
I hope you avoided my troll.
It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
There wasn't much you could have done. He was beyond training. Tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
Vanquisher?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own. But truly, thank you for what you did.
The Troll Vanquisher. Suppose I did earn the title.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso.
I should investigate.
Revelio.
This place has seen better days.
Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Potato. Stupid one. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Protego. Stupid one. Confringo. Revelio. Protego. Stupid one. Revelio. Confringo.
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
I couldn't wait to get out of Hogwarts when I was there. I was always being reprimanded for something.
Confringo. Confringo.
Is that Inferius wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardo.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Stupid one. Accio.
Bardo's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what we
Confringo. Revelio.
Revelio. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him. Revelio. 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 Accio.
I will make you pay.
Protego.
Not avoiding.
Revelio.
Confringo!
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
See if there's something you need. That's been a pleasure.
Revelio.
Can you not hear me?
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
I'm afraid not. I'd help you if I could, but I don't actually have anything with me.
Well, that is unfortunate. I was hoping you'd be better prepared. Not a charitable bone in their body. do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
My dear Biscuit.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue Garniff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers. Accio. Poachers. Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
Accio. Potato. Accio.
Time to get my claws out.
Accio. Confringo.
Careful not to get bit.
Accio.
Confringo!
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
No one takes
Accio.
one.
Confringo.
Your poaching days are over. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Now then, which one of you is Biscuit?
Levioso.
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we?
You can feed a bit.
Accio. Confringo. Accio. Glacius. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Flipendo. Revelio. Flipendo. That's that. Settled. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
What will I do without her?
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother until... Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! What was I thinking?
Accio!
You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes! That was sensational! Accio! Yes!
Accio!
That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so. Reckon he was still trying to levitate himself without magic.
Goodness, I didn't know that was even possible.
It's not.
Did he say what it was like at St. Mungo's?
So they took him to a ward that felt as though it belonged in a lodge. Lots of wood on the walls, he said.
Interesting.
Oh, and there was a portrait of a gruesome-looking fellow. Rackaro, I think he said? Yes, that was it.
Oh, a founder of the hospital, do you think?
No, invented a curse. Yeah! One that expels entrails.
Oh, what was that called?
The entrail expelling curse.
Ah, yes. Very clear then. What to expect with that one.
I've never been to St. Mungo's. Always wanted to go.
What on earth for?
I thought I might be lucky and get to see a werewolf. In a civilized environment.
You mean one where it wouldn't immediately kill you?
Oh, I would only go up close if it was in a public ward. And of course I'd mind it wasn't a full moon.
Oh, well that's perfectly fine then, isn't it?
What sort of wood was it? On the walls?
Oak, I think he said. Why?
No reason, really. Just trying to get the image of entrails out of my head.
Yeah! Frankly, I'd rather limit my excursions to Hogsmeade these days. Too much distraction.
I'd spend the entire day in Hogsmeade if I could.
I can appreciate Hogsmeade all year round, but there's nothing like it after a fresh snowfall.
I'd love to have a house in one of the nearby hamlets. Imagine being able to pop into Hogsmeade for a butterbeer whenever you wanted.
If it's seeds I'm after, I'll always go to the Magic Neep. I've upset Madam Green one too many times now. She won't soon be welcoming me back to Dogweed and Deathcap.
When I'm in Hogsmeade, I always pay a visit to Dogweed and Deathcap. Although Madam Green can be a little fiery sometimes, so you definitely want to stay on her good side. Augustus Hill just wants you to buy something, though. He's always talking his game. And then look at his face if you don't buy something. He's like a child with an empty pillowcase on Christmas morn.
Nothing worse than students practicing jinxes on each other in the common room. Can't take a step.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while, just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
I think it's rather unique that you can see the lake from the Slytherin corner. All of the houses.
Galleons and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasures.
Depulso!
Professor, what did you mean when you said your education wasn't traditional?
I had bet myself a butterbeer you'd be back to ask about that. It seems I've earned myself a trip to the Three Broomsticks. My father insisted rather adamantly that fun had no place when it came to learning. I struggled with his rather Socratic method of teaching, made no progress with even the simplest spells until I made a game of it. As the process itself became a source of joy, I was able to better retain what I was being taught. I realized then how much fun was to be had in learning, and I decided to become a professor so that I may pass that joy along.
I, for one, am glad. I very much enjoy your class.
Delighted to hear. Now, I shall not keep you from your studies, nor time with your fellow students, both of which are invaluable to your education.
Repulsor!
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. The Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles.
Revelio!
Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
Repulsor!
That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next.
Accio! Repulsor! Repulsor! Confringo! Accio!
I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
Accio!
Accio.
Confringo. Accio. Cabalso. Accio. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Descendo. Accio. Cabalso. Accio. Repulsor.
Accio. Accio. Confringo! I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know.
Depulso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Accio!
That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herodiana Byrne after all. This must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
more survives the reign of this empire.
Had a bloody nose from this supposedly adoring puppet.
Bit of snot on your nose.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Revelio.
Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
Why do students always frown? Peace should burn the castle down. Nice and warm.
Revelio. Depulso.
I have other things, but hello.
Uncle Roland sends his best. He often asks after you and his owls.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
I didn't hear anything.
She was hungry.
Oh, that's why you were so bothered.
Galleons and a historian's
It's
uniform.
enough trying to memorize dates for bins without being pounded by a horrible tune that peas like
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
I'm glad there's a Slytherin in charge of the school, willing to make the hard decisions.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
It didn't bother me. I swear.
Good. I'm sure they likely hadn't heard the house called, that's all. Or they did. Now, why would you say that? Just to be cruel.
Not at all. But admit, it is rather unusual for no one to clap when the house is called at the sorting ceremony. No one.
I wouldn't have even noticed had someone not mentioned.
But then even when you walked to the table to sit with them, after one of them clapped.
Would you stop revisiting every sliver of this incident? I mean, sorting.
No, she's right. No one did clap. But I know why.
What? But why then? Why did no one clap when you were sorted?
It's because, just before the sorting ceremony,
Yes?
I'd done a foolish thing. It's my own fault.
What? What did you do?
I'd spent time trying to mingle with as many other people as possible, and I moaned about each of the houses.
What? But why would you do that?
So that no one thought I wanted to be in the house, in case I didn't get picked for it. It was stupid, I know. Pride. Stupid pride. But I forgot that obviously I'd be sorted into one of the houses, and so everyone was offended. No one wanted me in their house. And rightfully so.
What a moon mind. We all do stupid things at one time or another. I bet you feel better after getting it off your chest.
I think I do. Feel a bit better.
Not for long. You can forget it if you think I'm going to let you live this down.